Hello. So I'm going to be going through how I think you can improve as a seller in sport cards through going to card shows. So I'm going to go through some tips and kind of just my thoughts for selling. Especially, I have a big show coming up. It's called the Pittsburgh 700. 700 tables. It's right inside Pennsylvania. So first, you gotta bring money to make money. I mean, yes, you can keep selling your stuff, but eventually you're gonna have to. So what I like to do moving into that, the cheap stuff, that's what I like. So I'm gonna kind of go through the 4 main components I like to do as someone who's just starting to sell sport cards and try to make money. So first thing I like are your hits. They can be harder to find, but you can find some people with some boxes. If you're finding it hard to find people stuff like that, the thing I do, go for the unique guys. Or just unique cards. Like this one, Troy Vincent, Pro Bowl game worn jersey. Out of 10, Kenny Bell. You don't know who Kenny Bell is? But for $1 or $2, that patch is going to give you a few bucks. And then Eric Maynor, out of 10. Another sick patch, another in a ball piece. I think I got it less than 3 on that. Then autos. You can clearly have autos there. You can find people you know. Like this. Javarius Owens and Clark Phillips. Both out of contenders. They're people I knew. I can probably get a few bucks for these. Got them for $1. And if you make the bigger stack you make, the better deal you can get. And then Leaf. Don't be scared of Leaf if it's an auto, please. Tariq Woolen and Brian Breesy. They're 2 decent names where you can make something. So next, if you're going to be looking in those, don't be scared of the vet color. Especially if they're good names. Like this one. That jersey on D-Wade's going to bring in something alone. Just that Miami Vice. And then it's the 75th parallel. For $1, I think I can get 5-6. It's a legend, and it's just a beautiful looking card. The newer players, like Anthony Edwards, who are just attractive to the younger fan base. Parallel on that, can't go wrong. I do like going older. This is out of 1819 Optic. Klay Thompson All-Star. I don't know if this is a parallel or not. Sweet card. Prism Ices. Okay, back where we were. Prism Ices. These do great. The pink. If you can get big players like Shaq, the closer you can get to that uniform, the better it's going to be for you. Purple out of 21-22, so it's not too bad or too far out, but it's an Optic, or Winter Stays out of Optic, purple, Kevin Garnett. And then your MVPs, your like top name players. Tatum's, I hate him as a Cavs fan, but he does well. So stuff like that. Next up, you're going to want your liquid stuff. So, CeeDee Lamb. Draft picks can do okay. This is a Prism, like the silver variant of the T-Law, so that's okay. Your stuff like Bo Nix, Bryce Young. I don't think this was $1. This is already like a $5 to like $7 card probably, so your Penix, your newer quarterbacks are going to do well. Jay Jettis, if you can get them for $1, I'd pick them up. The newer stuff, newer players, that's what I like. And the last thing, numbered cards. If you can find a numbered card for $1, it's always a good thing. Things to stay away from, I'm just going to use these 2 as an example. They're both rookies, but high numbered, so $3.99. I know I have a Herman Moore at a $5.99 out of Prestige. It's a lower end. So Brian Breesy out of 75, that can't be bad for $1. It's a rookie. It's gold. So I would go for numbered stuff, but do watch out for the lower brands. So what I do like are vets in decent names and decent products, like Optic. LaDainian Tomlinson and Deebo Samuel. Both low number or under 200. So this is what I like. Stuff like this. And from the Deebo, I like Prism. So Harrison Smith on the green circles out of 75. And then your big names, not the right uniforms, but a numbered Richard Sherman and a Odell. Two people that everyone likes. And another thing, you're going to have, as someone who's new, and I don't have all the money in the world to start out, I have a lot of stuff like this to sell and whatnot. But I like to bring my decent cards that I think are decent to shows. Just for the reason people are willing to buy at shows. People are willing to trade. So I'm going to pull out some stuff like I have. Refractor Fontes, Ty Jerome numbered rookies. Just all this, like Calvin Johnson numbered out of Topps Chrome. Sweet cards. They're good to me, but maybe I'll be able to trade these cards into bigger and better cards. You understand what I'm saying? And all this kind of like mid-range, like $20 to $40 stuff. Then the unique stuff also does well. So it's kind of what I like to do. And be friendly. People are going to tell you no, but I mean, these are kind of my opinions. So, dollar boxes are going to be your best friend, or any value box. And just going around, being kind, sell your stuff, but make sure you bring money. Because people will go in there and try to sell their stuff, and that won't do anything for them. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And let me know if you guys want to vlog on the Pittsburgh 700.